What we read, watch, listen to plays a significant part in the shaping of who we are. Each of us acquires new ideas, seeks new knowledge, and finds out something new of some sort almost every day. Later on, and naturally, one communicates his/her acquirements via interacting and engaging in conversations with others, the thing that contributes into the making of who we are, partly, and where we stand. Ergo, one will communicate only what one has been feeding his brain. That is, and rest assured that if one has been feeding himself tumorous news and consuming scandalous non-beneficial material, cheating, incest, MasterChef celebrity, The Voice, Lalla Al-Arousa, and the list goes on, one cannot be expected of to have a worthy conversation. I don't have to imagine who you are if all you do is absorb useless, intoxicating content. You are being driven to the extent of accepting these abnormal conducts as normal ones. The media are contributing to the inculcation of many thoughts, which affects one's way to treat a partner, one's way to express love, one's way to feel pleasure, one's way to live. However, in reality, the sheer amount of coverage escalating as well for these types of shows and news only create the illusion of its abundance. In other words, it's not enough to do the desired damage to our psyche. For that to happen, porn, the thing that a sexually oppressed Moroccan loves so much, according to statistics of course, to the extent that in Ramadan some of you choose to pray the Taraweeh at home, has been a contributing key factor into the making of this troubled, stormy-like personality. But illusions, if ever intensified, magnified, or both, can drive one to shape his own alternative reality. Don't believe me? Ask Donald Trump. However, to reach that deluded state, a struggle with the self must set off. Personally, I encourage that. I am in favor of being in struggle with the self as long as it is for a noble cause, to know oneself, to develop oneself. But if the struggle is against the self, its progress, its rising blossom, its liberation, if this struggle is not taking you forward, if it is a struggle through which you are going to lose yourself, then put end to it. The illusion that there's a lot of cheating, incest, and all the inconvenient stuff of sex and relations are, as we have established, created by the media to target the conscience of the individual in order to disturb his perception of reality, to make him think that there is something wrong, to believe that there is something wrong, because that's all what you need to live this terribly, mere belief. And in a land where belief prevails over argumentative convictions, there isn't much aspire to change for the proper. Nevertheless, pornography is far more dangerous than that because it appeals to the unconscious animalistic desires of the individual, the ones we already have. In forgotten times, sex, which is the reason there could be a porn industry today, used to be this wild, primitive animalistic act. But we draw boundaries around it in order to control it, to strip it from its animalistic traits so that we can consider ourselves special. But we are not the animals we used to be. How can I be since I, human, have invented a needle, a hand spinner, and things of miraculous achievements? However, by doing that, we have aborted a big part of our identity, and since then, we are forever torn apart by this human, new, and this animal, original. And now that we, more and more, and thanks to science, grow cold on the fact that we are not so special after all, in retaliation, or in compensation to what we've lost, we've started to push those boundaries away, to break free. Because what separates us truly from animals? It's not instinct, a brain, compassion, a soul even. We all share that with other embarrassing family members such as chimps and politicians. To put it as simply as possible, but without taking the essence out of it, it's because when you see a monkey humping his sister monkey, you say, I would never do that. But what if I told you that we did? We had to. Adam and Eve's kids had to. Then the other kids did it as well. It has been going on for decades, for it was what it was. Common conduct. It was what led to us. Religiously, we are the breed of an ancient, sacred, necessary incest. This is one rare coincidence, but in parallel, even anthropological data prove that incest was a common practice in primitive societies. Mothers and sons, fathers and daughters, so maybe it is inscribed in our DNA. Even Sigmund Freud claims that the majority of us have incestuous unconscious urges that need to be repressed. After some necessary years of porn study, and I won't blame you if you don't believe me, I've noticed that the porn industry is rapidly expanding and that it is above all about pushing boundaries, pushing to the extremes, exploring our wild, weird, wicked fantasies. We tend to crave the forbidden, and cheating, incest are certainly on the list alongside so many peculiar cravings such as smelling feet. Ah, that's weird. Hey, say what you want. That's a pretty fucked up thing to be hooked on. And according to GameLink, the consumption of family roleplay porn, aka Focest, has witnessed an average increase of 179%. I know that most of Freud's theories did not stand the test of time, but didn't they though? Most of those who are exposed to this type of shit already think that cheating is something that happens just for the fuck of it, or since it is illegal and forbidden, people feel drawn to do it. The paradox of it feels good to be bad. This is nothing but a small aspect of a massive campaign launched by the media to corrupt the general taste of the people, to screw up their minds, and to impede their way towards intellectual maturity. Because only by it one will be able to be properly. As established in formal lines, in most ways we are to blame. However, they, the media, are as well. The pernicious damage inflicted by the media renders the people unable to criticize nor sensitize. And as far as I'm concerned, those are the best qualities that have ever gotten us anywhere better in terms of pushing this human social simulation a bit farther. They are in the midst of making a schooled, uneducated, subjected, needy human who is lazy to think about what he needs, but ready to order and consume what he wants. Able to read the TV manual, but unable to watch what is good for him. They are making you as dumb as possible in order to make as much money of you as possible. The client is king. That is all they let you know. Client is a dumb king. That is what you need to know. A way to put end to this meager struggle is to be aware of it, of the changes it is bringing upon you. You must have the courage to dive into the depths of you. You must be aware that there are who wants to make you suffer physically, psychologically, and sexually. To make you a slave of your own desires, to fulfill their desires. There's nothing wrong with you, your fantasies, or your urges. It's normal to feel the weird tendencies from time to time. Everybody has, everybody will. Be true to who you are. Be good to who you are. Unless you are pedophiles, you guys are bound to live miserably until the day you die. Maybe in the afterlife. If you behave well, and control your urges of course, I think you can get your hands on a boy or two. But not here, not now, not ever. Wait until you fucking die. But the other ones, you guys are cool. It's okay. We get it. You have to cleanse yourself of the evils of the media that wants to corrupt you. The only chance with and to self-reconciliation is through the true knowing of oneself. The only way to achieve that is through self-development. And to reach that starts with the true knowing of oneself. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is it's a lot like if you want to get a job, you should have some experience. But in order to have some experience, you should already have a job. Huh? It's just like who came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know. So go figure it out. I'm not your mother. But basically, what I'm trying to say is if you want to develop yourself, you have to know yourself. And if you want to know yourself, you have to develop yourself. Therefore, a conversation of this sort and news of this kind have no place in our minds. These are the stuff of the deficient-minded. This is not normal. This is not acceptable. This is irrelevant to everything we are going through as a country, a society, and as individuals. We are in turmoil, and we alone can end it. I don't want to be considered as the lousy mirror maker, the one to blame, but these are the manifestations of a decadent, impotent society. These are the manifestations of a dying society. Do not let it be, do not let it last. Otherwise, we are oblivious past. Oh. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We had a lot of fun working on it. Make sure to subscribe, it would mean a lot for us. And نقلبوها بالدارجة. شكرا على المشاهدة. نتمنى يكون عجبكم الفيديو وعندكم ما تابوناوش. تابوناو. واش شوف تي في عنده 1,000,000 ديال لي زابوني ولا لا؟ وتابونا حتى الفضيحة الاخرى نوجدك ما كنتاش خاسر. هاك شاهد ماذا فعلت هذه السلحفاة بهذه الصندالة.